Stephen Hawking was given 2 years to live. That was the prediction. His body was slowly shutting down, muscles weakened, speech disappeared, movement became almost impossible. But something else happened at the same time. His mind became sharper, while his body lost freedom. His thinking gained depth. Stephen Hawking once said that intelligence is the ability to adapt, to change, and his life became the ultimate test of that belief. Most people collapse when life becomes difficult. Hawking did the opposite. He adjusted. He understood a truth that few people accept. You cannot always control circumstances, but you can control response. When doctors diagnosed him with ALS, Hawking went through depression. He stopped caring about his studies. He believed everything was over. Then something changed. He realized that worrying would not extend his life, but thinking clearly could still give it meaning. This shift transformed everything. Hawking stopped asking, "Why me?" He started asking, "What can I still do?" That question saved his life. Hawking did not waste energy on self-pity. He saved his energy for thought. His body demanded attention, but he refused to let it dominate his identity. He once said that his expectations were reduced to 0 after his diagnosis, and because of that, everything else became a bonus. This is a powerful idea. When expectations disappear, gratitude appears. Hawking trained his mind to live in ideas, not limitations. He could not move freely, so he moved mentally. He could not speak easily, so he learned to think precisely. He could not write quickly, so he refined ideas before expressing them. Limitations forced clarity. Most people rely on speed. Hawking relied on depth. He believed that the universe does not care about human weakness. Truth exists regardless of our condition, and that belief gave him strength. Hawking's thinking was calm, not emotional. He separated facts from feelings. Pain existed, but it did not control his thoughts. He once said that people who boast about intelligence are losers. This reflected his mindset. He never tried to appear superior. He focused on understanding. He believed curiosity mattered more than ego. Even as his body weakened, his curiosity grew stronger. He wondered about time, about space, about the origin of the universe. These questions lifted his mind beyond physical pain. He often said that while there is life, there is hope, not emotional hope, intellectual hope, hope rooted in purpose. Hawking structured his days carefully. He conserved energy. He avoided unnecessary stress. He focused only on what mattered. This discipline allowed him to work for decades beyond expectations. He didn't chase productivity, he chased clarity. Hawking also understood humor. He joked about his condition, not to hide pain, but to stay mentally free. Humor protected his identity. He was not a disabled man who thought. He was a thinker who happened to be disabled. That distinction matters. He believed that the human race must continue learning because ignorance is more dangerous than weakness. He warned that intelligence without wisdom is destructive. Despite fame, he remained realistic. He acknowledged uncertainty. He admitted what science did not know. This honesty strengthened his credibility. Hawking believed that the universe has no obligation to make sense to us. Understanding requires effort. Effort requires patience, and patience requires mental strength. He often emphasized that looking at the stars instead of your feet changes perspective. This was not poetic language, it was mental training. He trained himself to think beyond the immediate. Pain shrinks perspective, ideas expand it. Hawking chose expansion. His body was limited to a chair, but his thoughts traveled billions of years across time. He did not compare himself to healthy people. He compared himself to truth. That is why he never stopped learning. Hawking believed that complexity should be explained simply, not to impress, but to include others. Knowledge should not be locked behind arrogance. This belief made him a teacher, not just a scientist. He accepted help without shame. He understood that independence is mental, not physical. Needing support did not weaken his dignity. Refusing to think would have. Hawking once said that life would be tragic if it were not funny. This shows emotional intelligence. He allowed joy alongside struggle. He never claimed to be inspirational. He simply refused to surrender his mind. And that refusal changed how the world saw disability. Stephen Hawking did not defeat his illness. He outthought it. He proved that the strongest part of a human being is not muscles, not speech, not movement, but mindset. His life teaches us something timeless. Your situation does not define your thinking. Your thinking defines how you live within the situation. And as long as the mind remains free, no body can truly imprison it. Train your mind, it will outlive your limits. If this changed the way you think, subscribe for more mind-expanding content.